Hey guys, what's up? 2-Bit Jesus here, and welcome to another episode of 2-Bit Talks. And today I got some really crappy news that I did not want to talk about, but TellTale is closing up. They are going through a major studio closure. They announced this yesterday, and also yesterday the majority of their employees have been laid off, and from the reports I read, it looks like they're not even getting severance pay. That is so shitty. And it sucks. And as I'm recording this on a Saturday, September 22nd, 2018, and there's a lot of hearsay out there right now. There's not a whole lot of news out. Maybe there might be more. I'll put an asterisk right now that maybe there's more news that follows after this video posts, but all we really know right now is that they've shut down. They have a skeleton crew of 25 people. All future projects have been canceled. So we know that Wolf Among Us 2, not going to happen. Game of Thrones Season 2, not going to happen. Anything, the Stranger Things, it's not going to happen. The only ones left, because they said in their official Twitter statement, they said that they're fulfilling their obligations to their partners and the board and whatnot. That leaves Minecraft Story Mode, which is with Netflix. So they're definitely gonna finish that, because Netflix has already officially announced that this closure isn't going to hurt their up and coming Minecraft Story Mode thing that they got going on. I guess is it Season 2 or whatnot, whatever the stupid Minecraft thing is. It's not going to affect that. So we know that the skeleton crew is definitely going to be working on that. But what is seriously up in the air right now is Walking Dead Final Season. They launched that in August, and a lot of people pre-ordered the season pass for $20. And then also GameStop is still doing pre-orders. I checked this last night, but GameStop was still doing on their site pre-orders for the physical disc edition of Walking Dead final season, or the final season. I can't remember the last season of Walking Dead. They're still doing the physical disc pre-orders for that game. So that's the one where it's kind of left up in the air. Now I can't remember the name of the site exactly. Is it US Gamer or whatnot? One of the people who are part of that publication stated on Twitter that, according to his sources, Walking Dead, the final season, has been canceled. And the next episode is due to release here in a few days, and that will be the last episode that will be released. That episode is done, and they're going to release it. And so midway through the season, because it's only 4 episodes this season, midway through that, they're going to just cancel it. And that was according to him. And I believe IGN also reported this, but I think IGN was just regurgitating that person's tweet. But those are the only 2 news sources that have claimed this, and this is just a source that they're claiming. They're not revealing who the source is. They're not talking about it. They just said they have a source from TellTale that says that they've canceled it. So keep that in mind. This might not actually be fact. It might not be canceled, because this is no official word on this. That being said, that would suck if they canceled this. The next question is, what do they do? Do they refund everyone back their money if they cancel this game? Do they, I don't know how that's gonna work. Honestly, it's people have paid. I'm leaning more on I think we still might get The Walking Dead, the final season. It's still possible, because they said they had to fulfill their obligations to their partners and the board. And since Walking Dead, the final season, is actually currently releasing, maybe that's one of the obligations they talked about. Then again, I could be wrong, and maybe it is canceled, and this is going to be one of those what ifs. It's going to be one of those weird games where it's half finished. You got episode 1 and 2, but not 3 and 4. But anyway, at the end of the day, this is incredibly crappy. From what I've read, it's just from the inside, people who worked with the company have tweeted, and they've pretty much said that this company, even though it's had critically acclaimed games, even though it was a huge studio as far as like content coming out, and I would even say talent. I mean that was the graphical art of the game, of all their games, it was always really good looking. I really appreciated it. All the writing people did, it was, to me, TellTale was one of the great studios. One of the great studios out there that really did their own unique style of games. And it saddens me to see that the actual company apparently did not treat people right and did not take care of them. A lot of people, from what I read, they're not getting, their health care is getting cut in like a week. They're not getting severance pay. And then someone who worked with the company like a year ago also was tweeting and talking about, just how this company, as great as they are or were, as far as like games and how we appreciate the games that they made, they were incredibly, apparent from what I'm reading, mismanaged and just run into the ground. People working, past when they were supposed to leave, doing it when they're sick, and even not coming home, working overtime to make sure the game makes it, to, I guess, release. And they didn't even get a severance pay. So you worked your ass off for this company, and even though, hey, yeah, things are bad, we got to close up shop, but you know what? Sorry, I know you worked really hard for us, but we're not going to give you severance pay. We're not going to take care of you. I think it should be the employer's obligation should always be to make sure that they take care of their employee. I don't care how bad things get. I don't care if the company's going under. You make sure your people are taken care of. And that means severance pay, and also means they still get to keep their health insurance, at least for a certain amount of time. None of this, oh, we can't do severance pay. Oh, we got to cut your health care within a week, all that. That's another rant for another time, but I just think it's incredibly shitty. And just screw you to the people who ran that company and totally messed things up and really screwed over all the great hardworking people, who made these awesome games at TellTale. So I'd just like to say, anyone who's ever worked for TellTale, I doubt you're going to ever watch this video. Sorry that this shitty thing happened to you. And just thank you for all the memories and awesome games that you made and that I was able to enjoy. I really appreciated your work, and thank you for that. Again, there's a lot of developers. Another good thing with the video game industry, though, is it looks like a lot of developers are offering saying, hey, they've several companies have sent out tweets saying, hey, we're hiring, apply here, or message, send your application here. And a lot of it, Naughty Dog, Ubisoft, Sony Bend, Epic Games, Gearbox, tons of companies are reaching out. So hopefully all these people can find jobs and continue to have a way of life that is very fulfilling for them. Anyway, guys, this is probably not the last I've talked about this, because I'm sure more news is going to drop over the next week or two. I will also probably save this for another. It's related to this video a little bit, but it went under the radar, but Capcom has also closed Capcom Vancouver, so we're probably not going to get another Dead Rising game, but I'll talk about that in another video. That's all I have to say today, guys. Sound off in the comment section below to let me know what you think. As always, be sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't, hit the subscribe button and ding the bell. That way you don't miss a thing. And as always, stay safe and play on.